6:45. The Philo Electrics 33. We appreciate you tuning in to FM 102.5 tonight. WHIZ Radio, Russ Taylor here alongside of the Twigman. Howard Twiggs and Rosecrans will start with the ball.
Bills with the basketball and 26 through 3.
The average is a little over 27 points per game, so it's coming up on his average, and Bills throws it away. The double-team pressure by Miller and Rush in the backcourt forces the turnover. Tigner, top of the key. Gives it up to Merkel, right wing, excuse me. Elbow, and now out to Miller, inside to Rush, turnaround jumper, good.
That's a nice shot for Pat Rush on the block.
Finally executed offense, and here comes Bills running the floor. Gives it up inside, it's Hoffman up the glass, and it's good. 47-35, Bishops with the lead, 7:21. We'll have a foul on the play on Doug Hoffman, number 10. That'll be his second foul of the evening, team's third of the half. At the end of three quarters, Rosecrans 19 of 38 from the floor, Philo 14 for 35. Rosecrans 7 of 17 from beyond the arc, Philo 5 of 15. The big edge in turnovers goes to the Bishops, 10-4 they lead. Inside shot by Rush, no good. Here comes Ballinger in for the rebound, and the foul will be called on the play. Let's see who they call it on.
It's going to be on somebody from Philo. Rosecrans had good position inside that time, and Ballinger, not a lot of body contact, but enough in the official's judgment to get body and the foul. So it will go against Ballinger. That'll be his second.
Well, they call it on Miller.
Miller, okay.
And that's his second. Team second.
Good job.
Here's Bills. Picks up his dribble, gives it up to Chalkcraft, top of the key. Now inside to Bills. Pump fake, gets Rush in the air and puts up the left-handed layup, and it's good with the foul.
He will go to the line and be the first gentleman tonight to attempt a free throw. That's a rarity in this day and age, isn't it?
In this game, evidently. 6:54 to play in the fourth quarter, and our first charity stripe event of the evening.
You know, Russ and I were remarking off air between the quarters. Bills usually shoots 10 or 12 free throws a game.
Well, here comes Joe. Makes the free throw and completes the three-point play. And Rosecrans still in their full court pressure. Here comes Rush. Gives it up to Tigner. Left side, Tigner crosses the line. Now calls timeout, and we're going to keep it right here with 6:45 to play. Fourth quarter, and Rosecrans with a 15-point, 50-35 lead. Let me run up some team statistics for you while we have a moment here. 17 rebounds for the Bishops, 22 for Philo. So the Electrics with the edge in that department. Leading the Electrics is Chris Ballinger with 8 rebounds. And Trout, number 30, the freshman, is 5. Again, the big difference is turnovers. Philo with 10, Rosecrans with only 4.
Bills 29 points. Pat Rush has had a nice second half. He's had 9 in this half, 11 for the game. Darren Tigner, who had 12 points in the first half on 4 threes, nada here in the second half.
And Rosecrans has been stepping out and contesting possible three-point shots.
What they've done with Tigner is that in the first half, they more or less had a flat 2-3, and Tigner was in a pocket. This second half, they're offsetting the 2-3 to his side, so he's got a little bit of a hand in his face. Not a lot of pressure, but enough to deter him from attempting that shot. He's only tried 2.
So here we go, getting set to begin action here with 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Philo with the basketball, trailing 50-35 to the Rosecrans Bishops. And here come the Bishops in their 2-3 zone. They bring Pat Rush up to the top of the key. They give it up to Tigner for the open 3. No good. Rebounded, though, by Philo, knocked out of bounds by Evan Merkel, and it'll go back to the Bishops. Philo in man-to-man full court pressure. Deep pass for Hoffman on the fly pattern, and it's too long, and Hoffman runs hard into the wall, and Coach Todd Rock is very displeased with David Peck.
Yeah, because Philo's going to get the basketball underneath their own basket because the ball was not touched, so it remains a dead ball from the spot where it was inbounded.
Man-to-man pressure by the Rosecrans Bishops. One of the few times you'll see the Bishops in man-to-man is on the inbounds play. Ballinger underneath, gets position and the bucket.
That's twice that they've played man on the inbounds and twice they've gotten beaten in this game.
Here comes tight full-court pressure by Philo. Garber gives it up to Peck in the backcourt. Now they get it to Bills, their safety blanket, working on a Rush. At the top of the key, over to Chalkcraft. Chalkcraft down low. On the left side to Peck. Peck works his way to the elbow into the lane. Gives it up to Bills. Bills working on Rush. Now to Hoffman. Hoffman, top of the key, over to Chalcraft on the right side, and Chalcraft picks up the pivot foot and gets called for the traveling violation.
Rosecrans offense, that possession, I'm not sure really what they were thinking. I know Todd's upset with what they were thinking because it just didn't move offensively that time for Rosecrans.
5:59 to play, fourth quarter. It's a 50-37 basketball game. Full court pressure by the Bishops. Tigner in the backcourt will be trapped by Bills and Hoffman. He gives it up to Rush. Rush crosses the timeline with a crossover dribble to the left hand. Now it's Tigner. Over to Wall on the left side. Up top to Tigner. Messes up the three. Nice pass inside to Rush. Rush gets the basket and the foul, and he'll go to the line.
Philo's running their offense from the corner now. They're going down low, kicking the ball back out, and they're finding Rush within about 10 or 12 feet from the basket. He is starting the offense on top and then rolling back down. They're getting him some backside action. Philo doing a nice job of trying to stay around, down 11 here, 5:43 to go.
David Peck picks up the foul, his first, team's fourth. Rush from the free throw line, shot no good off the iron, rebounded by Peck. He gives it up to Bills in the backcourt, who's guarded closely by Wall. Bills across the timeline with the left hand. Pulls up, crossing over in between his legs to his right and then his left. Gives it up left side to Peck. Peck with the right hand, curling towards the top of the key, still with his dribble. Now it's Chalcraft. Bills trying to post up Wall on the inside. Getting help from Ballinger on the inside as Wall. Now it goes down to Bills. Bills underneath. Now to Chalcraft had an open three, decided not to shoot. Here comes Peck. Peck to Chalcraft. Chalcraft controls, guarded by Rush. Gives it up to Bills. Bills working on Wall, fakes his man out, elevates on the left side, and drains the baseline jumper with the right hand. 52-39. Rosecrans with the lead. Inbounds pass, stolen by Chalcraft. In play, picked up by Garber. A terrific hustling effort by Aaron Chalcraft. And the Bishops have the basketball. It's Hoffman working up top, still with the dribble. Inside to Bills. Bills makes a nice catch. Nowhere to go. Out to Peck. Up top to Chalcraft, fakes the three, gives it up to Peck left side. Again, Bills trying to post up, lob pass inside. Peck makes the catch, and it's fouled inside.
Well, Rosecrans very interesting here this last 2 minutes or so of this fourth quarter, running a very deliberate offense. That's option one, is to just find the cutter in low. The Philo's played great defense. Option two off this is to try and find Bills on the lob, and they've gotten him a couple times.
Fourth team foul on Philo. It goes against Tigner, his first. We're going to get a foul on the play on Joe Bills. On the push.
You wonder how long before Philo just goes, or I should say Rosecrans just goes back and runs their regular man offense.
5 team fouls on the Bishops. They lead 52-39 with 4:29 to play fourth quarter. Still the pressure from the Bishops. It's Tigner in the backcourt. Gives it up to Rush. Rush now with the right hand across the timeline to Wall. Now to Ballinger inside the lane. Stolen away by the Bishops. And saved into the stands goes Hoffman. And he finds Bills. And Bills crosses the timeline. Pulls up for three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Chalcraft. And they'll reset the offense with Hoffman. And Coach Todd Rock calls for the motion offense.
He's got Bills again on the lob. Bills cuts back through.
Here's Chalcraft driving in the lane. Almost lost the dribble. Gets it back. Now inside to Garber. Gets it poked away by Rush. Still on the floor. Garber back to Bills. Bills will reset the offense. Bills working on Wall. Spinning in the lane. Inside it goes to Peck and gets his shot blocked by Ballinger out of bounds. And Rosecrans retains possession with 3:41 to play in a 52-39 lead. Chalcraft, the inbound man, throws it deep in the backcourt to Hoffman, showing off that quarterback's arm. Here comes Hoffman. Around his back he comes, crossing the timeline with the right hand, low dribble. He gives it up to Peck. Peck still has the ball, picked up the dribble. And back to Chalcraft at the top of the key. Any one of the 5 Bishops can run the point. Garber on the right side. Curling towards the center, back to Bills. Bills to Peck. Now Bills inside, lob pass. Good catch by Bills, and he'll be fouled by Evan Merkel on the inside.
I think somehow that Rosecrans must be saving this offense for some other point in the season, because they sure have ran it exclusively here in the fourth quarter.
Chalcraft will inbound. 5-team fouls. This one called against Merkel is first. 5-team fouls on Philo. Chalcraft gets it to Bills on the right corner. Bills working on Wall. Up top to Peck. Now to Hoffman. At the three-point arc on the left side. Working on Tigner. Hoffman puts the ball on the floor. Dribbles to the top of the key. Spins off to Peck. Now Bills left side. Bills wants to work baseline. Gives it inside to Peck. And we're going to have an offensive foul called on David Peck. The charge drawn by Tigner. Darren Tigner. And David Peck gets whistled for the foul.
Chad Miller's going to step into the lineup for Philo. I think it's for offensive purposes. He's probably a little bit better shooter out on the floor. He attempted a couple of trays in the first half.
And Evan Merkel will come out of the game. 16 fouls on the Bishops. That's the second on Mr. Peck. Ballinger will inbound the ball underneath his own basket. 52-39, 2:56 to play, fourth quarter. A little bit of wetness on the floor as Aaron Chalcraft comes out with the towel and mops things up. We could call it mop-up time.
Not yet.
I would agree. Still a ball game. 52-39, 2:50 to play. Here comes Philo. Looking inside to Ballinger. Ballinger for three is Rush on the left side. No good, but Rush gets his own rebound in the lane, elevates at the foul line. Nice touch off the rim of the glass, and it's good. And Philo calls a quick timeout. We'll take it. 2:38 to play, 52-41. Rosecrans with the lead.
Before the snow starts flying.
An 11-point margin for the Bishops. They have the basketball. Moving from left to right on your radio dial, Russ Taylor here alongside of Howard Twiggs. Happy to have you along on this day before the day before Christmas. And a slip on the baseline.
Yeah. A lot of fans have converged behind the basket and some slipperiness out there. And that time Hoffman I should say, Peck just lost his feet. Officials wisely give him another chance.
Here's Peck running the baseline, gives it up quickly across the court. It's a 2-on-1. Bills and Hoffman. Bills working on Rush. Left-hand layup, good. Some Rosecrans fans wanted the foul call, but it appeared to be clean. So Joe Bills goes to the hole strong. 2:25 to play. It's a 13-point lead for the Bishops. Wall has the open three, gives it up inside. Turnaround jumper for Rush, no good. Rebound Chalcraft, foul on Ballinger. And that'll be team foul number 6 on the Philo Electrics. One more for either team, and we're in the bonus. Something we didn't expect to see in this basketball game, the bonus.
I think guys are starting to get a little bit tired, and therefore you'll see some more fouls.
When you can't move your feet as quickly, the hands tend to get in there. That's where the violations occur. Here comes Philo, full court pressure. Peck to inbound the ball. It goes to Hoffman. Hoffman on the right side, now dribbles to the center of the court. Philo drops back into man-to-man defense. But now it looks like they're in zone.
No, they're in a soft man. Very soft man.
Merkel comes up to guard Hoffman. Chalcraft in the backcourt. Now it's Merkel guarding Bills. And Rosecrans really just running sort of a variation of a four corners here.
Yeah, it's a 2-1-2 with Peck at the free throw line, and they'll give it to him if they're in trouble. But they haven't been in trouble.
They have a kick on the play. Clock will stop. The ball will stay with Rosecrans. 1:46 to play, 54-41.
What Rosecrans is trying to do is draw the double team on the wing on the ball and then kick it to the Peck at the high post, and he's going to hit the cutter down low for a wide open layup.
Rosecrans has played the same 5 players this entire basketball game, by the way. They have a foul on the play. It's on Merkel in the backcourt, using the leg. To the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Doug Hoffman.
Hoffman with 10, 2 trays, 2 deuces. He will be the second Rosecrans Bishop to attempt a free throw. With 1:38 to go, 54-41, Rosecrans over Philo. Rosecrans first free throw is no good.
Off the back iron, rebounded by Ballinger. Ballinger takes a couple dribbles, gives it to Tigner. Merkel had the three-point attempt if he wanted it. Now it's Wall from 3, no good, front iron. Rebounded by Garber. He gives it up to Bills with 1:20 to play. Fourth quarter, and it's a 54-41 lead for the Bishops. Bills working with the dribble. Gives it up to Chalcraft, going baseline. Chalcraft gets a shot blocked from behind by Ballinger. And it's knocked out of bounds by Chalcraft, supposedly, and it'll go back to Philo. And Todd Rock is just livid with Aaron Chalcraft for going to the hole. I think Rock really just wants them to pull it back out. 5-second call on Philo. Inside quickly to Garber. Layup off the glass is good. Wall crossing the timeline with the right hand. Now it's Merkel. Up top to Tigner. Tigner gives it back to Merkel. Can't hold on to the basketball. Tigner at the top of the three. No good. Rebound tipped in by Ballinger. That's worked very well. Under a minute to play. 56-43. 45 seconds now. Bills with the basketball. Gives it up to Chalcraft. Inside to Peck. Peck layup too hard off the glass. And here comes Wall. Wall down low looking for Ballinger. Knocked away by Bills. Out of bounds on Bills. Philo retains possession with 35.2 seconds to play. And the Bishops, I would imagine, have this game well in hand with a 13-point lead and 35 seconds left. Here's Rush for three. Good. That's a 10-point basketball game, and Philo takes a timeout. We'll keep it here for the last 30 seconds of this basketball game as Coach Todd Van Riet gathers the troops.
You know, at this point, all you can do if you're Philo is try to foul. You're down 10 points with 30.7 seconds to go. You're in the bonus if you're Rosecrans. Philo really has no choice but to foul right away. And they've got fouls to give. Merkel with three, and that is it for the Electric, so they can foul right away and just hope that Rosecrans misses their free throws.
And this gymnasium sold out. It's beginning to empty out just a little bit. I see the Maysville basketball team making their way out of Rogie Gymnasium.
Well, score one for the non-MDL tonight if this score stands, and it appears as though it will.
30.7 seconds to play. Rosecrans will have the ball. Needing to go the length of the basketball court to score. Inbounds goes to Chalcraft. Chalcraft makes a move, and he's quickly fouled by Pat Rush.
Well, this last 30 seconds is going to take a while.
Bills 14 of 25 right now in this basketball game, including 4 for 9 from beyond the arc. And tough to do anything against a guy who's that hot from the floor.
By the way, Chalcraft is in line for the 1-and-1 at no points.
Oh, check that, make it one. He hits the first.
There's a guy who deserves a point. He's played well. So now all 5 Bishops in the scoring book. Kind of strange to say. Nobody else has played.
And the second free throw up rattles in, and it's good. You know, Jeff Lazar was about to check in at the end of the first half, and it just never happened. And that was it. Rush for three again. It's good. 21 seconds. The clock continues to run. Bills gets the inbounds pass. Oh, cuts the double team and then is fouled from behind by Merkel. Looked for a second as Bills would elude all of the pressure and make his way down the court, but Merkel gets him from behind with 16.7 to play. 58-49 is your score. Now it's a 9-point game.
You know, Rush has 21 of the 49 Philo points, and really he's stepped it up here in the second half when he's had to. He's had 19.
Pat Rush is a tremendous athlete, but the Philo Electrics simply couldn't solve the puzzle that is Joe Bills this evening and the Rosecrans Bishops. I'll tell you what the Bishops have done very well tonight, better than I've seen them do all season, and that's rebound.
They're going to take a timeout of the Bishops, 59-49, and I'd say that Joe Bills with 34 points and one more coming on the free throw, certainly deserving of a lot of accolades tonight, Russ.
I would agree. I would agree.
I think really the key has been in this fourth quarter that when Rosecrans has went to their deliberate offense, they've managed to hang on to the basketball. Philo at no time threatened really a run. I mean, I think they got to maybe 9, 10 here and there, but it hasn't been the kind where it's been a great run where Philo's really back in it. Rosecrans has just controlled the tempo.
Bills free throw up, no good off the back iron, rebounded by Rush. Here comes Pat. Quickly to Merkel. Merkel from 3 right side, no good. Joe Bills releasing. Merkel gets his own rebound, and it's blocked by Chalcraft, but they'll tag him with the foul. And Jeff Lazar now will make his way into the basketball game. Here he comes, and he takes out Aaron Chalcraft. And Chalcraft receives a fine, warm applause as he steps off the court. Not much in the scoring column for Aaron tonight, but really making his presence felt. Ryan Moyer also getting set to check in. First free throw attempt is good, and Moyer will enter the game for Adam Garber. .7 seconds to play. 59-50 is your score. Second free throw is dropped in. And Bills has the ball in the backcourt. Clock yet to start. Here it goes. 7 seconds. Philo won't foul. In the backcourt it comes to Peck. He'll just hold on to the basketball. And that's the ball game. 59-51. The Rosecrans Bishops improved to 6-0 on the season. Philo falls to 4-2. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout to recap some scoring for you from Rogie Gymnasium. The Bishops again winners, 59-51 over Philo. You're listening to high school basketball on FM 102.5 WHIZ, Zanesville.